Hello, and greetings from across the Media Multiverse. Today I am going to have a look at the 1959 film called Horrors of the Black Museum. The film starts, as it means to go on, with a disturbing pair of binoculars.
I know. It's a present from an unknown admirer, and he wants to take you to the races. I do hope he gives the winner. Beautiful. They must have got at least 20 pounds. Can I have a look? No, they're mine. I'll have a look first. Possibly could have sent them to you.
All the deaths that we see in this movie, they're all violent and they are all horrific. But for me, the main draws are the protagonists. Geoffrey Keen's detective, Superintendent Graham, versus Michael Gough's villainy as Edmond Bancroft. In terms of the actual plot of the movie, well, why not let Edmond Bancroft tell us as he shows off his Black Museum?
Add this interesting little item to our ever-growing collection. Someday it may serve its purpose.
I'll put it with the small weapons. Our museum is really growing.
We have nothing like this in Scotland Yard.
I'm sure ours is better.
You know, Rick, the Black Museum in Scotland Yard is not really selective. A great deal of clutter. A meager little collection of guns and knives. Trunks in which hacked-up bodies were shipped. Death masks. Ropes and neckties in strangulations. All in all, a dead collection that belongs to the past. But mine is alive. Not only it pays tribute to the past, it is part of the present. And with the new electronic equipment, the future too.
Yes, I know.
And what do their little weapons add up to? Failure. Each one represents some stupid murderer who's caught. But I shall demonstrate that my weapons can be used again and again, freely, successfully, and that the murderer will never be caught.
Edmond Bancroft is a famous true crime author and has access to Scotland Yard. He uses his fame to badmouth the police for failing to find a serial killer. And in many ways, he does have a point because he is the serial killer and he has easy access to the yard. The actual killings themselves are done through his henchman, Rick, who is played by Graham Kerno. To perform the crimes, Rick is actually drugged by Bancroft. And normally, this would provide Rick with a defence. But it is fairly obvious that Rick knows what is going on and he is complicit with it. What I like about this movie is the cat and mouse chase between Bancroft and Superintendent Graham. It is well realised and it is fascinating to watch. In many ways, the film looks a little bit outdated today, but I still find it to be an effective thriller. Now, one of the questions is, what sort of film is Horrors of the Black Museum? Is it a horror film? Is it a crime and thriller film? It is usually listed in the horror section, and I can see that because presumably it's because of the viciousness of the crimes and how they are done, as you saw with the binoculars earlier. But I personally would also place it in the crime and thriller section too, because at its heart, it is about the police going after a serial killer. The guest stars are effective, and Rick's girlfriend would steal the show if she had a larger role. And those are my thoughts on Horrors of the Black Museum. Have you seen it? It is a very good film, and I would totally recommend it. I'm grateful for any thoughts. So until next time, may your news be good news and happy times and places. Farewell.